So, what is the best way to get your next 100 SMMA clients? Now, you're most likely some sort of SMMA owner if you're watching this, whether that's e-commerce, email marketing, SEO for software companies, real estate cold calling centers, whatever it may be, something like that. This all applies to you, right? And you're most likely looking to fill up your pipeline, right? Have sales calls lined up. Make sure that you have a healthy business, right? That's what it comes down to. So I've got the answer for you, right? How you can actually sign a bunch of clients for relatively cheap compared to the other options and not waiting for centuries for it to work. So this is a strategy that can be set up for around $500, obviously depending on which softwares you use, how much volume you want to run and stuff like that. Takes less than 10 hours to set up, obviously depending on how complex you go with the setup and stuff like that, but around 10 hours is a pretty good estimate. And then you can see results within 3 weeks, right? That's what we've seen on average. It's not posting content online, right? On Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, although it may help. Wasting thousands or sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars on ads, right? On Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, YouTube ads, or funnily enough, relying on referrals, right? We definitely don't do that here. As our main lead source, right? That's something that's really unreliable and just not something that you can grow a real business with. So let's get it going. It's a strategy that includes the best of both worlds: fast, reliable, and inexpensive. That's what we're looking for, right? You want your next 100 clients quickly. So the strategy is cold email outreach. But wait, before you click off the video and start rolling your eyes, another guy talking about cold email, just listen, right? Me personally went from 0 to 10K MRR within 5 months just with cold email, right? Now, it's not only worked for me, but it's also worked for my clients, right? We've booked huge companies: BMW, Jaguar Land Rover, Berkshire Hathaway, real estate companies, Jets.com. Today, we actually, just before this video, we booked Oscars, like the show, right? The Academy, it's called. And we also, another one is generating 24K in LTV within 6 weeks for our real estate cold calling client. So there's tons of other examples like this, not just for us, but all around. If you want, you could check out the rest of my YouTube channel. There's some other case studies like that. So this stuff works, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you can kind of take a look, and we'll go over this. These compared to the other types of lead gen sources that you can have. So basically a rough surface level breakdown of why cold email outreach, okay? That's what we're going to do. We'll take a look at the cost, time to see results, and reliability compared to the other options. And then the other options will be paid ads, organic content, and referrals/networking, okay? So paid ads and cold email. Number one, with cost, paid ads are much more expensive. Like, you can't even argue that, especially if you're selling high-ticket B2B services. Like, you need a bare minimum of 1K a month for it to even be worth it to run the ads. So like, that's being like extremely low. So you need to put up a lot more money. Not saying that they don't work, but it'll probably take the same amount of time as if you did it with cold email, right? To start seeing some sort of booked calls and qualified opportunities there. So that's something you need to put up a lot more money up front. If you are running ads, unfortunately, you are at the mercy of the platform you're running on, right? So, Facebook ad account bans, they're pretty common, right? So if your ad account gets banned, yeah, there's workarounds, but I mean, that's just not something you want to deal with when you have, service delivery, other sales calls, and, client communications. It's just too much. There's just no point of adding that stress. So, in that case, cold email wins. Obviously, cold email wins in cost. Time to see results is similar, being honest, and then reliability, cold email wins, right? You really don't have anything else to rely on other than your email accounts. So cold email versus paid ads, cold email wins. Next is organic content. Organic content basically costs $0 to start, right? To record a YouTube video, it's $0. So in that case, organic content is cheaper. So, it depends really what you value. If you value your time or your money, obviously it takes more time to set up and make tons and tons of content. So, you're paying with something else other than money. But money-wise, yeah, it's cheaper, right? Content is cheaper. Organic content takes a lot of time to work, right? That's the thing, where it'll take a few months for you to start seeing some consistent lead flow. And I know I'm not a content agency. I don't run content, but like I make content, right? And by now we have a decent amount of inbound leads coming in, but I've also been posting for months, right? So it takes a while. You have to put a lot of effort in. So it does take longer. And then reliability. I mean, yes, when you post a video on YouTube, you can get leads from it 3 years down the line, but we're talking about, within the next 6 months or so, right? You want something reliable that's going to bring you leads, on a consistent basis. And the amount that you put in is the amount that you get out. So, it's not as reliable in that compared to cold email, because the amount of emails that you send is literally the amount of leads that you're going to get booked in for a call. So once you get that ratio worked out, you can really see how reliable cold email is. Next, referrals. I mean, yes, they have no upfront costs, which is nice. Most of the time, percentage of the sale goes to the referral partner. So there's no real money up out of your pocket, which is, I guess a plus. But if you're just starting out and, a few months into your agency, like you're not going to have that much referrals, and they're definitely not something that you can count on. So yeah, sure, cost, they win, right? Referrals win because it's basically free. But, time to see results is much quicker for cold email, and reliability is also much better for cold email. So that's that. And obviously we see a clear winner. Now, this isn't really with any bias. I mean, I'm saying this because this is how I did it, right? I'm talking from experience, but, cold email is the clear winner, right? Not as much money, right? $500, most of you guys can spare that for some leads, and it's pretty easy to run. You can learn it, and that's really, you can see results pretty quickly, and it is reliable. So at this point, you have two different options. You can learn to set up the email accounts, build the lead list, write the scripts, validate lead magnets and offers, keep eye on deliverability, all that stuff, manage responses. Make sure you're getting back to these people within 15 minutes or less, and do all that, right? And make sure you take care of it yourself. Or you can book a call in the link in the description, and you can actually just have it done completely for you by us, by someone who does it every single day and knows the ins and outs of the industry, the best software to use, is able to provide this as an actual service to make sure that you get results. So yeah, you could book a call there. We'll help you guys out. And yeah, obviously we have more videos on cold email, and this channel, like I mentioned above, we do have those case studies, so you can check those out. Make sure cold email is for you, which it is, because it's reliable, it's quick, and it's effective. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, drop it in the comments below. Thanks.